Captain N was a television series broadcasted from 1989 through 1991 on United States television. The origins for Captain N first appeared in an issue of the Nintendo Power magazine. The idea was proposed by a Nintendo staff member and magazine editor. These two had an idea for a character that acted as a spokesperson for the company and advertised video games and Nintendo-related content both at the same time. The original proposal for Captain N, which stood for Nintendo, had it that he was a Nintendo employee and encountered the Mother Brain from Metroid as a piece of programming from a Nintendo game cartridge, which was infused with experimental circuits after an experiment gone wrong. Captain N had the power to temporarily give life to all characters and or items from Nintendo-related video games. The plot left open idea as Mother Brain was defeated, but would inevitably return, and Captain N vowed to stop her when this time would inevitably come. Nintendo later created a series based on the idea but did not give credit or monetary compensation to its creators. The plot and story of the series had it that Kevin Kane, an American youth from Los Angeles, California, and his dog of Duke are suddenly taken into another universe known as Videoland, where they're sucked into a vortex called the Ultimate Warp Zone that formed from his television. In order to fulfill a prophecy, Kevin is destined to become Captain N, the Game Master, and save Videoland from evil forces led by Mother Brain from the floating world of Metroid. Captain N was armed with a Nintendo Zapper gun and belt with a buckle shaped like a Nintendo controller. In most episodes, Captain N had members of a team help him with various quests to save Videoland. The team being that of Princess Lana, the acting ruler of Videoland, Simon Belmont from Castlevania, Mega Man, and Kid Icarus. Kevin has to earn the trust and confidence of those around him, which he does on his quest to fulfill the prophecy. Villains that opposed Captain N were Nintendo video game villains, besides Mother Brain from Metroid, included the Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus and King Hippo from Super Punch-Out, and Dr. Wily, who was Mega Man's main foe. Other guest characters were Donkey Kong, Dr. Wright from Mega Man as well, and characters from the Legend of Zelda games at the time. Despite the fact that Captain N seemed to be against Mother Brain, who is in fact in the Metroid games fought against Samus Aran, on this fact was almost completely ignored in the entire series of Captain N. Viewers and gamers were neutral towards the very idea of Captain N. Originally, episodes of Captain N were half an hour, but later shortened to 11 minutes to be shown with other Nintendo shows broadcasted on public television in the United States at the time to promote Nintendo games. In the late 2010s and early 2020s, there were ideas to adopt Captain N into a feature film, despite the fact that Captain N has not been mentioned officially in more than 30 years since the late 1980s. And though Nintendo's gaming library and video game universes have expanded monumentally since the late 1980s, the idea of Captain N seems somewhat neutral with games and critics. Nintendo heroes and heroines are perfectly capable of handling their own villains without a single unifying force behind it. Arguably, it's been discussed that the strength of Nintendo is the diversity and appeal of all of its games. There does not need to be anything that unifies it together. Sometimes a character can be forgotten, such as can occur with the changing of the times.